The Zambia Center for Communication Programs, Zccpkwatu, in partnership with GIZ, conducted a 6-month project on a few selected districts of Zambia from August 2017 to February 2018. The aim of the project was to increase awareness on a few selected districts of Zambia with regard to civil and political rights, namely a person's right of expression and freedom of association.
Human rights yamba inguzo kumuntu.
Chimwe chintu chitwakayihigwa ikuti muntu werere kuli nkogwanguruka ikuphandulula ijimukataha na mubumi bwagwe.
As for my side, human rights is a process whereby somebody knows his rights.
The aim of the project was to increase awareness on political and civil rights, as well as the possibility to use paralegal services within the district.
We had an opportunity to claim with Zccpkwatu in Choma, and afterwards we started running human rights programs. Of course, we centered on two, that is freedom of expression and freedom of association. When we started, people did not even know what human rights are.
We broadcast our human rights programs on Fridays at 20 hours to 21 hours. And most of the programs are recorded because of human resource. You'd find that most of the discussants would say that because it's during the night and it's very dangerous to walk at night, so they would prefer if it is recorded.
Ei program ni atani ngasiga twakanyina ruhibo kamboka kuti twakanyina ututondeya kuti no rights nchinzi so twakalibiyo mumuze twakati kunga kuchitabo achiteerede mukuti twakati kuli hwa kuti tunyina nguzu mubobebwese so kamboka kopola ruhibo twakanyina ija kuchita twakanyina kwakugama ponya twakalibiyo mumusinze kamba kuti ruhibo titwakajisi
Nojindi ni twakayihigwa winda mu human rights abagali kutwiha pe imwamireza watu songora bwihonto twataya kwihiba kuti ibukhale mbotwerere gukala mbogo nderere kuti ndambe jintu cheyanda umoyo wangu cheterere na nguri ndime chejimwa kwambirwa herere kujamba kumwensuma
ona amana human rights njonyeyi munzira yemwe ngandamba kuti yakatugwasha maningi kambwa kuti twakanyina ruhibo ona mukuba ruhibo twakahiba utedeni nderede kuti nanja ndakuba wa PF ngandaba wa PF nanja ndakuba wa UPND ngandaba wa UPND twakahiba inokumataliro titwakajihejo kamba utedi ndizawamba utedi nube wa PF umurabora urakuma urakukasha so twakali kuyowa munzira imbuli bwa yeyo so twali awo twakahiwanguruka kamba utedeni twakajanira twahiba kuti ino human rights chinzi tulichisinguzu yakulisalira kuti menda kwakuba wa PF nanda kwakuba wa UPND wakaba kuchincha kamba tukaje chino chindi mbuli na mwana wapi haro mwana uli kwa kugama nganda mwambira mwana kuti ulichisinguzu yakoti game ambeyo ndili kwa kugama kamba kuti ndakayihikwa nyapona mumandesu wakaba kuchincha maningi kamba twakayihigwa kwa kugama olo mbulimbo tubingenye mbulimbo tukala ino kwamba utedi ni muntu abola atunyonganya tulihiwa kugama.
Freedom of association is a very important aspect of governance in that it enables the citizen to decide to join associations of their choice and express their rights. So this helps the members of the public make informed decisions, participate in developmental programs and the activities that are taking place within their communities.
In the 6 months, ZCCP trained community radio station owners, program producers, as well as community activists.
Twagala workshop gujoma amunziroji ya human rights yagala organized aba ZCCP. Workshop eyo tiyatora mazuba manji yatora bo mazuba tatwe ikuranganya kuti tomasi isobono twaonkide kuiya ijindi jagajeya chitwakaiya ikapotu utedi tuhisisishe notwajogera motwali kuzwa mu districts imebo kuno kuli bingi nkweka hira twabola kuchita recruit ma radio listeners notwachita recruit ma radio listeners twabachita orient tumane kubachita orient notwatalika kuti eni ikuswirira ma programs kumane notwamana training twanjira mu company ikulanganya kuti ibantu ibalisungwide kuswirira iredio mbani ndilambebereka limwe mbotwasala ku group kuti bachairman ba Jafet Piri mbotwakaenda limwe mukomponi akuyabulangaura ibantu balisungwide ibalipede kuswirira ku radio tumane twabajana bantu abo ibakwana 24 katuberekera antu omwe aba Jafet kumane radio njo twali kuswirira twali kuyiswirira muri bwasano mu Friday 16:30 amunsondo 18:30 hours twakati uswirira ikulanganya iherero y'abantu n'ama human rights ngo twakati kuswirira twamana twali kunga buli kutete twaswirira muri bwasanu nkambwe ngachindi gochichiri twamana twali kulyaba twanjira mu komponi umwa umuwonka wakwamba ora bamwe ibata GC ichindi chakutete babore kuhoswirira radio bakwamba ora balombuli ncho twaiya bakupa pandruida baramba bamwe ino ngatatukobora nakutubunga nko muswirira tulamba munangurukitenga mwabora nanga muyandenga kamuswirira mumandeno encho cyari kuchitika kuno
mebondi community activist ndagasalwa kwenderanya amichitonji ndali kuchita mu community kamba kuti ndali muntu umwali kuyandha maningi ikuihya health mbuli mu community so paka ndichita recommend iba mu bantu mbenda tako hikuhiba kuyandaka kujana kuti benzuma ko bali bene damalesi lusungu abamwe mbenda taka hiba pesigwa. That's how I was trained, and then from there we are taught to come and mobilize, to come up with some groups. At least ya mayouth ya kutimbweno gatujiko kugwahirira bamwe katuyihanya kwenderanya hindaga yagwe.
ZCCP used the socio-ecological model approach and worked with radio listening groups as a call for community engagement.
The response has been very amazing, and would prefer it broadcast live because of the live interaction via the phone line, the text messages and social media that we get from the people, because they want to ask the experts in as far as human rights are concerned, regarding the topic, they want to ask direct questions so that they get the instant answers as well, unlike the recorded versions, because you will have as well to extract what the people say and then share it with the people that can comment on what the people want to listen to, or the questions that they have regarding the human rights topics that we air on the program. So basically the response from the people, the feedback has been amazing, and we hope that going forward we can have at least measures that will lessen the burden of us maybe failing to run the live programs because maybe of financial challenges such as transport, such as guests refusing to come on the program, looking at the time as well, it's late in the night, and also we're in the rainy season, so they want at least to go back home safe as well without any inconveniences. So basically those are some of the issues as well.
The programs such as those on human rights, on education, on disability, they are very important programs to our people, to our listeners. A program like Human Rights Program, it is a program that has generated interest in our listeners. So even if it's not sponsored, it's a program that we run for the sake of our listeners.
And Jafet Piri, chairman wa Ngwenya na Matama listening group. So tina listening group pamene pampeti Mankala, listening group Mankala pa Friday na Sunday. So time 18:30 yapa Sunday na pa Friday. Ma listening group yali kuma radio stations yabili, yali ku Zambezi na ku radio Mosotunya. So ma challenge amene tipeza pa listening group ni akutati after program paja kumankala kutuma ma phone call kwa mene ku radio. So kupeze kati ma talk time yokutumilako stima nkala nayo.
When the CCP approached us to run this program without sponsorship, we accepted it purely because it was on human rights. It was a means and ways of sensitizing our people to understand the importance of their rights. It's important that we continue running the program, even if it's not sponsored, because our people out there have shown a lot of interest. In fact, when we are running the program, we receive a lot of calls on human rights. It's very important that the program continues, and that the program, we find a sponsor for the program so that we can bring in people who are qualified, who are able to talk fluently about human rights. Some of the challenges are that the people would want to fund. They don't have airtime. The people who want to come and participate at the radio station, they don't have transport money, for example, to come and interact with us at the radio station to be able to answer questions which our listeners ask.
And of course, there has been challenges because of human rights being a sensitive issue. Other stakeholders are skeptical to come on board. So the challenge that we have been facing is resource persons, people to feature. So not all people from organizations would be willing to come and appear before this program.
Some of the challenges that we faced, it's getting right people as in to be on the program, because you'd find that we haven't yet engaged with the Human Rights Commission. So we are looking up to the people who are invested with the knowledge in our communities, like the human rights activists and teachers from various schools. So you find that many people, like the Human Rights Commission, you have to write a letter to get them on the program, and it's a long process. So at the end of the day, we end up getting people, let's say, from the church and these various institutions.
Subsequently, it is important for citizens to be aware of their rights so that they are able to demand for them.
The way forward is that the government has to continue to support this project so that the people, they know that they have got also right to speak.
First of all, we've observed that, look, most of these media outlets in this country, Livingstone in particular, where we broadcast, they do not have content that's to do with the human rights aspect. And hence you see that when you look around, the people that we claim to be saving are the victims of our lack of strategy to perhaps address the system. And so we feel that these are programs that should be ongoing in our broadcasting policies, because that is what we are here for.
More sensitization must be done to alert the people about their human rights, because these people who are invested with the knowledge are taking people without the knowledge for granted because they don't know their human rights. So it is through these programs that they are alerted about human rights.